we're at the New River State Trail Park. It starts like right here or right there. Haven't decided which way we're gonna go yet. One dead ends. It is about 50 miles long and it goes from Pulaski to Galax, Virginia. Pulaski, Virginia to Galax, Virginia. And we're right here in the Pulaski side, about to start. We've got cloudy skies. That's Hannah.
Ready for my adventure.
We got cloudy skies. It's supposed to rain until about 11, so we've got our rain gear on and we're about ready to get started. We just paid at this funky thing that their app doesn't work, so we're gonna pay to park. You can only pay for 1 day at a time, so we paid for 2, so hopefully we don't get towed. It's raining pretty hard out here. We knew it was gonna rain, but it's starting to come down. Luckily, we can see some breaks up in the clouds right there, so hopefully it'll burn off after a little bit. We just came across these weird art sculptures on the trail. Not sure what they are.
Teardrops and tulips.
Is that what it is? They don't make any sense, but we're in Pulaski, so it might have something to do with those. As we get higher in elevation, the rain's tapered off a little bit, and all you can see is like the fog in the mountain. It's super cool. It's like 70 degrees out. It's perfect. This is beautiful. Only like 95 miles to go.
Still waiting for Laura to show up.
Hurricane Laura promised to be here this morning when we started. This is just not fair. It is not right to have to get your gear ready just to not have to use it.
Oh, there she was.
Here's the trail though.
And it might be the bike too.
Here's the trail. It's pretty wet. So we've been going through some mud puddles, as you can see up there. So it's not too bad. Oh, look, a tree farm. I wonder if it's Christmas trees. First injury of the day. Hannah's got her eyes plucked out by the dirt. We're gonna spend the next 30 minutes pulling a chunk of dirt out of our eyes.
Okay.
We can bandage it up. We can put duct tape on your eyes.
Okay, it's fixed.
Don't let the bright light fool you back there. It's still pretty misty out and rainy, but it's super nice. I mean, this is just a beautiful view down that road. Luckily, this is the part of the trail where we go downhill for 2 miles. Also going to be the steepest hill when we try to come back tomorrow.
When we're dead tired.
Exactly. That's the point. Man, this is just beautiful terrain. My goodness, these bridges are awesome. This must be the new river. I believe that's the new river out there. Boy, that's beautiful. I'm wearing Salomon Ultra Pros. No water yet. But the only bit of mesh is right here on top, so I don't anticipate getting much. So Hannah's got a new bike.
Specialized.
It's specialized. Much different than her Walmart bike that she had before.
No comparison.
No comparison, I'm hearing. I have a new tire in the front. I chose a small tire mainly because it's all I can find at the moment. But it seems to work really well because I have about 20 pounds in my pack since we're camping overnight and it's raining. Had to bring the rain fly for our hammocks. So I'm at about 20 pounds pack weight. Hannah, what are you at?
Now
15. So definitely quite a bit of weight there for sure. Delton Branch. This river, this trail borders the new river for about 3/4 of it. So we're going to be pretty much right next to the river most of the time until we get closer to Galax. About 5 miles in, 5 or 6. Man, it takes a lot longer to get to these places than I thought. This is a horse trail, so there are signs at every bridge that say to dismount from your horse. But imagine it's easy to slip up here. This is super cool though. This is a super awesome view. I really like coming out on these trips like this because it's so nice. You get to see so much in nature. And I mean, there's just incredible old barns and things like that that make it all that much better. Apparently, we've had enough of a problem. We had to put a sign up. I'm kind of scared of heights. I couldn't imagine climbing this. Could you climb this?
Yes.
It says no, so yes. Coming up to another bridge here. About 10 and a half miles in. My gosh, look at all that field. It's beautiful. All of these are rail to trail programs donated to the states or the national forest, depending on where you are. Old railways. This one was donated by Norfolk Southern years ago, and I believe is the longest rail to trail hiking and biking trail in Virginia. It's the longest one in Virginia. I don't know about other states. It's still really green out here, but you can tell because some of the leaves are starting to change color. And there's spots where the leaves are already falling. And it's late August. Can you see all the sweat? It was raining on the inside of my jacket. Oh, I have stuff in my pockets. I hope the rain's done. I made this jerky last night.
Give it a try here.
The ones that are brown at the bottom are not nearly as chewy.
This is the most recent one?
Yeah.
That's really good.
And I only did it for like half an hour.
That's really good.
So.
Can you warm them for me, please?
The flavor's pretty good. I probably should have gone for longer, but I think they're cooked all the way through.
If you needed a tooth pulled, this would be the time to do it.
It's like fruit leather, but actual leather. It's like beef jerky is like what it is.
Basically. Very good.
That air fryer is really good. It cooks tater tots in like 4 minutes, so.
Irene's happy in that case.
It's really
Why
tough.
it's called beef jerky.
Found a weird little cave here up this hill right off the trail. And it's got bars across it and concrete.
Oh yeah, how cool it is.
I know.
The temperature really dropped.
I wonder why they did that. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. I guess it's so people can't go in. They're probably worried about people going in and dying. That's super cool.
So you say you broke a
I
spoke?
broke a spoke. It broke before I could even spake. Shouldn't have spoke too soon. I was told not to bring a multi-tool by Dixie when she did a gear review. There we go. Maybe not. It's still stuck. I'm gonna get it out of there.
Got it?
Yeah.
There's the culprit.
All right. Hopefully that helps. Perfect. Now I just have to be easy that I don't break more. Just pulled up to the Foster Falls train depot. It's pretty cool. There's a caboose here. Norfolk and Western. I don't know how that plays into Norfolk Southern today, but it's probably part of the same train line, what it used to be. Looks like there's a campground here too. Little general or convenience store. I wonder if we can go in. Not today. That's what I was hoping to see. Wild, wild horses. That the sun's out. Finally, that is awesome. Now look at that first tunnel of the trail. About 28 miles in. Crossing over the New River. Starting to rain again, even though there's pieces of blue sky. Found some waterfalls right off the trail. I'm going to check out. We're at about mile 40. We just passed the Freeze Junction. Find this tunnel when we came around the corner. I suspect the train used to come through here. Pretty cool. This is super cool. Just hollowed out of the rock. We are at mile marker 50. Galax is within a mile away. And we're gonna stop there and eat. And then probably do 10 to 20 miles back. And then stop for the night. So tomorrow we'll have 30 miles to go probably. But I'm just excited to get to Galax. All right, we're coming into Galax. It's actually at mile marker 52. Not 50, but that's okay. Have to see what all Galax has to offer for dinner. And this is the trailhead. Checking out Creek Bottom Brewing Company. See if they have some good food. I got Creek Bottom Pure Hopulence. We're at this brewery and they have hops growing on the posts. It's the outdoor seating. It's really cool. Does this get the point out? Oh, what's over here? Oh, hanging in a tree with a bright yellow and blue carabiner. It's somebody's keys they lost out here. Hopefully that'll help when somebody comes through. So after eating, we only made it about 12 miles before we realized it was starting to get dark around 7:30. So not quite the 20 that I wanted, but it was great to get off the trail. We were both pretty tired after eating and biking all day, so we decided to stop, set up camp, try to start a fire, and settle down for the night. Maybe eat a few snacks and just settle in. So in an attempt to really rough it this time, I only brought a fire starter, which was a bad idea because it had been raining on and off all day. So I spent the next 30 minutes or so trying to get my flint to work on wet leaves and wet cardboard that came out of my pack that was next to my water bottle. It was a terrible idea to try to do that. Next time, I'll leave the water bottle or the fire starter at home, and I will bring a lighter and just use some type of covering to put the lighter in so it doesn't get wet, because it was a nightmare trying to even get the fire started. And we got it started multiple times and it went out, and finally got it to stick and had a moderately good fire. It wasn't even that good. about 7 o'clock. Here's where we slept last night. Looks a lot nicer in the daylight. We are about to head out. We have about 40 miles to go before we're done. Hopefully we can get that done in 4 or 5 hours. Been a fun trip. So that was it. Our bike ride is about 104 miles long. We did about 64 miles the first day out to Galax, and then camped by the river there where the Freeze Junction is. And we did about 40 miles the next day. We were both extremely tired by the time we were done. Didn't manage to get much footage, but we had a great time. It was a really good trip. We had some great food along the way, saw some great scenes, the bridges and the waterfalls, and just everything was perfect out there, and had a really good time. It was well worth it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for our next ride or run or outdoor adventure.